Yeah, dude, we got a little. Oh, we got it. Yeah.
Okay, we're live. Hudson, what's going on, man? Good to see
How we
you.
doing?
We are good. Listen, I wanted to huddle with you today. I know you recently hit 10,000 with your cleaning business. First of all, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Quite the
Uh,
journey.
it's been a journey. I'd love to maybe rewind the tape here, Hudson, with you and share with everyone who might be watching this. Um, Take us back to when you were first beginning, like thinking about getting into this business. I'd love to hear from you where you were in life, why you
Yeah.
even got into something like this, and then maybe we can take things from there.
Yeah, for sure. So I can take you back to the day. Actually, I remember it was December 28th. And at the time, I graduated college. I was like, oh, I love business. I'm going to go do carpet cleaning because that's just the first thing that came to mind for whatever reason. Talked to some friends, started doing carpet cleaning. Dude, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. I was like, this is not what I thought business was. I'm doing all the work myself. I'm literally, I'm my boss, the employee. I'm doing everything. It doesn't make sense. So I was like, I need a way out. My brother actually sent me a video of you. You're a complete course thing on from YouTube. It's December 28th because I remember it because it's a big day, whatever. I remember watching that full video and I was like, dude, this would be a way better business model. I would much rather do this and at the time, I'd much rather do about anything than what I was doing. But it was super appealing. I was like, this is scalable. It's hands off. It's literally everything I was looking for. So that's kind of where I was at in life. I just really hated what I did, and I was like, I need a way out, but still do business and produce for yourself. So
Cool. That's
yeah,
yeah. I remember you're doing carpet cleaning. That actually jogged my memory.
yeah,
So
yeah,
why don't you walk us through? Because I know when we were working together, there were periods where, at least from my side, it was like high growth, maybe some like stalling, high growth, maybe some stalling to
yeah,
get to this journey of 10K. And I know for anyone watching, Hudson, not only hit 10K, but is walking into this month at like 8,700 recurring.
yeah,
So almost your recurring is now 10K. So like you've had a different
yeah.
journey. You're set up really well, in my opinion, for every month to come. Walk us through kind of your journey in your own words of like maybe, the ups and downs of it. I'd love to hear from you how your experience was.
For sure, bro. So many ups and downs, and I thought I would hit this in about 2 months. It took me way longer than that, but I'm so glad I did because I learned. I think I've like all the hardest things, all the things that could have gone wrong happened to me. Like I had cleaners quit on the first day. I had people threaten to sue me, like people lying about stuff that's happened to them, like cleaner wise, and people scamming me. All this stuff has happened, and now I feel like it builds you just quick or thick skin pretty quick. So I would say the main things that I learned was number one, you have to have your marketing down. If your marketing isn't down, then because everyone can learn how to sell, that comes pretty easily. Most people are pretty motivated anyways. But if you don't have leads coming in, dude, you're screwed. And for a while, I was using like these trash ads, and I'd have one that would do really good, and then Facebook would just completely just level out like that. And I was like, oh, maybe I need to spend more. And then I was like burning through other money, whatever else. Like, I need to lower money. And then like leads would come in slower. So I think I've done so much things wrong that it teach me what not to do ever again. And just, yeah, I don't, it's a lot of learning stuff. So, but the main thing for me is just marketing. If you can get leads coming in, I'm actually shooting ads today, which is funny. Um, but I almost like had to make a new ad like every couple of weeks, I felt like, just to keep it fresh, and then it just most of them didn't work, but maybe one would, and you keep that running. So, but yeah, lots of trial and error.
Yeah. I mean, from my side, I think one of the things you were willing to do is kind of put yourself out there and make a lot of ads. I know that's the stuff we were running was primarily that. So a lot of people won't
Yeah,
do that. I think that's also why you've built such a strong recurring base, by the way. Because a lot of
yeah,
people will hit 10,000 and they don't have like a huge recurring base. You almost have 10,000 of recurring. That comes from your willingness to want to do the ad. So I want to give you credit there as well. That was a good job on terms of like just wanting to continue down that path and not stopping, right?
yeah, for
Because a
sure.
lot of times people will hit what you just hit, they'll stop. They never actually see that moment where it's like, okay, now I built the flywheel. I understand now it's predictable, right?
Yeah, for
And you
sure.
know now what actually goes into running a proper marketing campaign.
Yeah,
So, Cool. I'd love to maybe hear from you two things now. I know you said, hey, a bunch of stuff happened that happens in the cleaning
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
Give us one uh biggest thing you struggled with, number one, and then maybe your aha moment where you're like, okay, this is like starting to figure itself out. I'm really starting to understand the business. Can you give me two of those points in your
Yeah.
journey so far?
Yeah. So I guess I'll start with you said the hardest moment or whatever. Was that right?
Sure. Let's go
Hardest
hardest and
moment.
then aha. Yeah.
It's not, so I'll say it's not hard to get jobs. It's hard to keep jobs and it's hard to get cleaners to reliably show up for them. How many times I've heard like in the last hour, hey, I'm not going to make it because my dad died or my brother killed himself. And these are like real things. And this sounds awful, but like I have Facebook, I follow you. You posted 6 years ago that your dad died. Like there's just so much stuff like I'd say, because I'm a naturally I like to believe people, but I believe people too much where you give them too much grace and it hurts you in the end. It's like realizing that you can't believe everything someone says, even though you really want to and you should, has cost me a lot. Because I've lost clients because of that, because people didn't show up, and it goes back on me. And I also need the cleaner because they're scheduled for all these jobs and the clients love them. So I think just having too much grace, as bad as that sounds, has cost me a lot. So now I'm like, you have to have like a three-strike rule. And if you break that, you're done. It doesn't matter who you are, or what you've done, because people will walk over you. So that's the thing I've struggled with the most is like giving too much grace. Because I think I need you more than you need me, kind of thing. So that's cost me a lot. And then remind me of the next question you said.
Biggest aha moment.
Biggest aha moment might have been in sales, just realizing there's certain demographics for people and just certain people will say yes to certain things and you can upsell them with deep cleanings and whatever else. I think almost just learning like there was this one phone call during the start where I remember I used to adjust my price. I think we talked about this. I used to adjust my prices for everyone. Like, hey, would you take this? Would you take a little bit lower? And then none of my prices were concrete. I think when you told me like, dude, if you just offer the same price and they'll respect you more for it anyways. And as dumb as that sounds, I was just like, oh, you're so right. Like McDonald's doesn't say, hey, do you want this hamburger? And they're like, oh, would you take $2 instead of three? Like it doesn't work like that. And if you want to be a corporate thing someday, you have to stick to your prices. And even though I have a little bit of wiggle room, I don't really do that anymore. And now I was like, oh, people will respect me if I do this more. So like almost lay the foot down, lay the law down. So
Okay, cool.
yeah,
I think that's valuable. And listen, I think that's a lot of you're young for anyone watching this. Like he's just graduated college. To have that self-awareness about what kind of personality you're bringing even to the business world and having the awareness that it might be costing you, I think that's a huge learning lesson for yourself, just in
yeah,
terms of like the,
definitely.
the hardest point. So like kudos to you for doing that. Let's go kind of like where we're at right now with the business and where it's going. So
Yeah,
obviously you're almost at 10,000 recurring. I think that's really strong. That's like setting yourself up for a 20K month, knock on wood for
yeah.
August. How are you viewing the business now, rest of 2026 and beyond?
It's funny. So I've thought about experimenting some different things. On the side, my brother got me to flipping some phones, which will because he does phone flipping. So I'm just gonna use phone flipping money for living expenses, and I'm about to now up ad spend a lot. I think if you do that for a few months, you can find like a base level just to maintain clients every month. But I think it's huge if you just spend a lot, get everyone. I'm talking more on Facebook and also Google LSA because that's where you get the one-off cleans. And it's crazy because my conversion rate when someone calls me is like I want to say 48% last month on Google LSA. And I was like, dude, these are like average like 350 a job. So you can really stack them up, but it's not really any recurring, but that's fine. So I think just dude, just invest more. People will get here like do not stop. Like I said, this is like a 10-year plan for me. So like I'm gonna be hammering this for a while now. So there's a lot more to master. I want to get a VA at some point, but just I really want to invest a lot more back into this because I think it will really pay. So that's kind of where I'm
Okay.
at. And like I said, I just got my first giant contract for like 165 unit apartments right next to me. So that's been huge. And I think just like I said, I've learned a lot and I just have to keep kind of going. So
Awesome, man.
yeah.
Congrats on the 165 unit. That'll be big.
It was huge. Funny enough, the other day, I've never cleaned a job, never touched a mop. The other day, my cleaner was who I actually trust. This is like a true story. Was like legit in the hospital, and I had to go clean 2 units for them just because it was only because it was them. I was like, I can't screw this up. So I was like, I have to go. So, and I'm glad I did. I got a little extra money anyways, whatever else, and they were happy. So
Okay, well, we'll have a separate conversation about going to cleans. We don't want you doing that. So
I know, and I agree with
that's a
you, but
dirty
it was
little
only
secret.
because it was this person. So
Cool. Well, listen,
yeah,
I think that just shows like what you're willing to do for your business, which is obviously you're long-term committed. I think a lot of people, when they come and they're like thinking about making 10K, they're saying, hey, let's do it in 4 months and like I'm going to be done. Like you're
yeah,
in basically in college still, and you're thinking 10 years. So I think
yeah,
for anybody
definitely.
watching this, like that's a great mentality to have because you're saying things like investing back into the business for the long term, which
Yeah, definitely.
that's really being patient with your business and letting things happen. And I think that's why you're here as well. So kudos to you for
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Switching gears now, program wise, was there anything specifically within the program that you found most valuable?
Dude, most valuable is the Discord chat. If I have a question, I could just text you or the guy at the beginning too. I can't remember his name. So shout out to him.
James.
James was the goat, bro. Yeah, you guys would always text back super quick. If I have a question or just like some BS happened throughout the day, you guys are right there and like just do this. It'll be cool, whatever else. That's the biggest part, bro. Because the steps in school, that's super self-explanatory. Like I said, I did the carpet cleaning thing back in September, so business setup wise, I kind of understood it. Um, so yeah, I thought it was great though. Everything was right there for you.
Okay, right on. And then in terms of, you even mentioned carpet cleaning now. Now you kind of have experience in both. I'd
Yeah,
love to hear from you kind of now you're very new to like business in general, right? We're still in the first
yeah,
year of it. But
for
how do you
sure.
view both the opportunities? Do you feel like you would know how to run that business better now? Like, can you walk us through kind of like
Yeah,
where you feel like you're at as an entrepreneur?
yeah, for sure. So I feel like running it now, it's almost harder because it's a different business and having independent contractors for that. It's not impossible, but it's way harder because there's also more liability. They're renting out their trucks. Like it almost doesn't make as much sense. It's also be way harder to pick up an independent contractor. So I don't know that I would even. I haven't really put much thought into it. Yes, I could run it better. I could run a better ad that would get more jobs, but it's way different. Like home cleaning is way better because I could find a girl today to clean. Carpet cleaning, I can't. I'd have to go buy the machine myself, or just hope some guy's struggling doing his thing. I could pick him up, and it's just way different, way higher
I agree.
cost and everything else.
Yeah, I think that there's just like a harder barrier to entry on the labor side, I think is what you're saying.
Yeah, much harder to
Yeah,
find someone too.
for sure. Well, cool, man. Last question here, and then we'll let you go. If anyone was on the fence about doing something like this, what would you tell them?
I would say don't jump on it. Legit think through. Am I actually going to do this? I would definitely have some money coming in first, or have a little stockpile of some cash. Because if you don't, you're not going to make money right off the gate, especially profitable money. Um, I would definitely recommend it, but it's not for everyone, you know. So
Okay.
think about it, and then yeah, it's. I would say whatever you think you're gonna hit it in, double that time, and that's what you should actually hit it in. Not to say that like, take your time, but just expect nothing to go your way. But then if you still want to do it after that, absolutely do it. So
Okay. I think you're talking
yeah,
about commitment there, Hudson. So as long
yeah,
as you're
for
committed for
sure.
the long haul.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. Yeah, if you're committed, then 100%. It's a great investment.
cool. So listen, I just want to say congratulations again for anybody who's watching this. You're 22 years old and
21.
21 years old, sorry.
Yeah,
And to be where you're sitting at right now, to have this kind of experience. I mean, when I was 21, I literally like was still in college, not worrying about a job. So for you to
yeah,
already have basically 2 businesses, 9 months of business experience in total. You've cut your teeth. I think it just shows a lot about where you're heading. I'm excited to see where you're going to be in a few years' time. I think you're going to be an excellent entrepreneur. And it's
yeah.
been a pleasure
Thanks,
working with you, man.
dude. Likewise. Yeah, the help's been great. I really appreciate it. stay in touch too, man. Like I said, I'm in this for the long haul. So,
Okay,
um,
man. Well,
yeah,
listen,
but
have a great rest of your day, and thanks again.
yeah, appreciate it. It's been great. See you, bro.
Cheers.
Yep.